Welcome to Create with Clarita. I'm Clarita, your host. Here are some pictures. I'm going to show you how to use a Cricut Cuttlebug to make round circles for your applique for patches. I hope this helps you. Here we go. Hello, this is Clarita, and I was just going to pop on here and try to explain what I use sometimes for my applique for my patches, just so that I don't have to repeat this process over and over again. For me, this is just my fabric and I have it on my cutting surface, but here is a sizzix die that has circles for 1 1/2, 2 inches, and 2 1/2. Here's the circles you can see. And I'm just trying to show you right here with my rotary cutter that I just cut out what I need for this. I don't even have to worry about exactly how much I use of this. Of course, I'm going to use the least amount that I really have to. So I'm just going to get this out of the way so that you can see the next part. This is my Cricut Cuttlebug. You can't see all of it, but I'm going to show you just a second. What I do. So this has a section on the bottom, so whenever if you have one of these, if you have something else, there's a sizzix, and I forgot what it's called. But it does the same thing. It has an opening here, and you take your die plate, and you take these 2 acrylic sheets, and you put your die on top of one of the sheets. You put your fabric on top of the other sheet. Just make sure you cover those circles, and you sandwich it between. You have the plate, you have the die, you have your fabric and the other sheet, and you're supposed to make sure the die is above this line, and make sure you do not put your hands in this machine. It is a manual machine. You stick it in here, you take this little crank that's on the side, and you just roll it. Holding the top to keep it steady. You just roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. And when it comes out, it will just be the same. You take your pieces out, and sometimes it has these little pieces. I try not to cut them by hand. I try to, if it does that, I'll just try to make sure that these little pieces cut, because if not, you're just going to make a little run in your fabric like that. So if you had this with the heat and bond, I believe that it does cut it just a little bit better. If you do use the heat and bond, you do want the one that's in the light purple that says light, because if you get the one that's in the red package, that is for no sewing. You do not want to sew that in your machine, because you do not want to gum up your machine with that material. Okay. You can't see it. There's just tiny little things still holding it, but there you have it. You have the circles cut out of that, and all you do is roll it through. Most of the time it comes out a lot better than that, but this time, of course, you're filming, it doesn't want to come out. But that is perfect circles every time, and it would do a lot better if I had a backing on it, but I don't usually put the backing on it until I'm going to put it on something else after I've already put the stitches on that. So again, you just take your die plate, and you have to make sure they fit in this machine, but the other machine should work just fine. There are two machines, one that's bigger, longer than the other with the sizzix, but this one is from Cricut and they do not make it anymore. But it's the same principle with the other one. You have these little plates, you have die cuts, and then you have the other thing. And you can use this for paper and other projects, but I like to use these for my sewing and fabric crafts. As you see, this has been loved a lot, so it's been used quite a bit. I like this little machine. It's easy. You just close it up, store it, put it away until you need it. But then you have these perfect shapes every time. And of course they do sell more. I'm not real sure where to get the other ones, but I did get this at Walmart at some point. I did get this die at Walmart. I'm not sure if they still have it or if you would just have to look it up online. But this is called a bigz die. It doesn't show it, but it's called a bigz, B-I-G-Z, for this particular sizzix die. But that's how I do my circles sometimes for my patches. I also use my actual Cricut maker machine to cut them out. That's if I'm going to make a lot at one time, if I'm just needing these specific sizes, or if I want to make a lot of these sizes just to store. I do that and store them until I need that size. So I hope this helps with some of the patches and having your shapes cut out. The other option would be to cut it in the hoop, which is perfectly fine. I like doing that also. This just makes it quick and easy. Pop it on your machine and continue with your project. Thank you for watching.